Coach, just a stone's throw from here, the bikers and joggers, they are lining the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so, but we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears.
Let's go. Cut! 180! 49! Check 49!
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Goff. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
There you go. Line 20. 65. 14. 14. Here we go. Hey, exit. Line 50. Here we go, G.
Goff on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, I 7. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. I got it. Hey, 50. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. And time. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Come on, let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Goff. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Just heavy on the edges. Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Goff now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometime nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up the throw, and that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check my 50. Hey, wahoo!
Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Ito Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. On first down, it's gone. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Let him know. 4 now. Hey, Delta. Mike's 50.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And now a carry here for their fullback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Here we go now with Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check, 59. Man, that's trash.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramirez. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Red, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Red, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Mike, 58, right there. So we got me. There. He's checking. Go.
Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
15, check my 15. I got it. Orbit. 15, Mike, 15. Let's go, defense. 11.
Now gone. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check, crunch. Here we go.
Now it's Smith running right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Strong left.
Again, it's Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. 59. Buzz. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramirez. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Red. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go. Get the ball. Watch twitch.
2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
60 or.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's when they have.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
59. Mike's 59. Hey, watch the ball. Mike. Hard. 59. Let's go. Hey. Look at me. Go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
20. Watch the screen.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's get it.
Now it's Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game.
76.
Now Goff. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Goff going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there or the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now it's gone. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look up.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time.